In this video, we show you how to test a sewer pipe using the Smart Memo. We are using a sewer pipe with free flow conditions, which we are testing in accordance with DIN EN 1610. Beforehand, we sealed the outlets of the pipework system with stopper plugs and filled the pipework system and the water tank with water. We begin the setup by taking the level probe, including the tripod to which it is attached, out of the bag. The tripod can be adapted very flexibly to all possible conditions on the construction site. In this case, we position it so that the sensor can be submerged in the KG pipe. The sensor should be submerged at least up to the point where the metal housing meets the cable to ensure reliable measurement. We now start the Smart Memo and connect the level probe using the appropriate cable. We make the connection via a T-piece. We now also connect the Smart Level Control to this T-piece via a further data cable. During the measurement, the Smart Level Control ensures that the level is maintained and that the water supplied is measured. Refilling takes place from the water tank provided for this purpose. To ensure the water can flow freely and unimpeded, this must be positioned at a suitable height. Using the appropriate hoses, we first establish a connection from the tank to the Smart Level Control, and then a connection from the Smart Level Control to the KG pipe, through which the system is filled. Please do not forget to open one of the two tank caps to allow the water to flow in. Before we can now start the actual measurement, it is important to bleed the connected hoses once. To do this, we go to the EDS2 Smart Level Control menu item on the Smart Memo and open the Smart Level Control using the F2 key. Once no more air is coming out of the hose, we can exit the EDS2 Smart Level Control menu item using the Escape key and start the Wastewater Procedure Water menu item using the Enter key. The page that opens then shows when the next service is due for the relevant sensors. On the next page, we find a selection of standards according to which we wish to carry out the inspection. In our case, we wish to carry out an inspection in accordance with DIN EN 1610. However, it is also possible, for example, to carry out an inspection in accordance with DWA Standard A139 for new buildings or DWA Standard M 149.6 for existing pipelines. If we confirm this by pressing the F2 key, we are prompted to enter the pipeline data or the manhole data. In our case, we are inspecting a pipeline network only, so we enter the pipeline using the F1 key. Here, we can enter up to 5 different pipelines. In the case of a combined test of pipelines and manholes within a single system, up to 5 objects can be entered. We complete the entry by pressing the Escape key, after which an overview is displayed showing the permissible water volume available for the internal surface. This is the criteria from the relevant regulations. Let's now continue by pressing F2. This displays the Start menu for the test. When the measurement begins, the stabilization phase starts first. In this case, it is preset to 10 minutes. During this time, the sensor can stabilize. However, this phase can also be skipped at any time. It is important to note that the level is not restored during stabilization. In practice, therefore, there is a continuous drop. Once the preset time has elapsed, or by pressing the F2 Continue button at this point, the Smart Memo moves into the test phase. During this phase, Smart Level Control automatically regulates the water level, and we can see how the level first drops slightly and is then automatically restored. The F1 key can be used to switch between the overview of the volume supplied and the graphical level display. The test runs fully automatically. The user only needs to ensure that there is still enough water available in the water tank. Once the 30-minute test period has elapsed, we see the results page in Smart Memo. Here, both the volume of water supplied and the permissible water volume are displayed alongside the maximum drop-in level during the test. If the volume of water supplied is below the permissible water volume, the test is considered to have been passed. Using the options accessible via the F1 key, we can now enter data relating to the construction site and then send the measurement. We can either use the built-in LTE module or, alternatively, the Esders Connect app.